Hi, I'm Old Norse Specialist Dr. Jackson Crawford, and today I'm returning to my series of read-throughs of the stanzas of the poem Hávamál. That is the Old Norse pronunciation. The modern Icelandic pronunciation is Hávamál. And these are produced as a companion to my new edition of Hávamál with Old Norse text and English translation and commentary that is called The Wanderer's Hávamál. This particular video will cover stanzas 78 to 89. And for other caveats about the shape of the text, my pronunciation, things like that, see previous videos in the series, especially the first one. So let's get going with stanza 78. We do have guests for this particular one. We have a herd of cattle on the hill back here. We also have a bunch of killdeer. There's some pheasants running around, whatever else in the menagerie of this northern Wyoming morning might pass by. So 78. Fúlar grinder sá ek fyr fitjungssonum, nú berra þeir vonarvól. Svo áður sem augabrag, hann valtastur finna. So grind is a livestock pen, so fúlar grinder, full livestock pens, i.e. large herds of cattle. I saw, ek saw, for the sons, fyr sonum, of fitjungs. Now who fitjungur is not ever stated or described. The name has been interpreted potentially as a formation from the same root as fater, fat, so this is like fatty's sons, kind of making fun of a fat rich man. But it could also be related to the name of a particular farm in western Norway. This was proposed, I think, by Magnus Olsen. Whatever the case, it's not particularly important who this guy is, except that he's a rich guy. His sons had big herds of cattle. But now, they carry their bera, the staff of hope, vol vonar, i.e. a beggar's staff. So they once had full herds of cattle, now they're beggars. So is wealth, svo áður, like the blink of an eye, sem augabrag. He is, hann most faithless, valtastur of friends, finna. Osnotur maður, 79. Ef eignast getur, fe eða fljóts munuð. Metnaður honum þróask, en mannvit aldregi, framgengur hann drjúgt í dúl. An unwise man, once again, osnotur maður, if he gets to have, if getur eignast, money, fe, or a woman's love, eða fljóts munuð. Pride grows in him, metnaður þróask honum, but never wisdom, and aldregi mannvit. That's that compound man-wit, meaning common sense or wisdom that we saw early in this part of Hávamál as well. Of course, the man part there is just to have it alliterate with metnaður here. He goes forward, hann gengur fram, wealthily drjúgt í dúl, in stupidity or arrogance or self-deceit. So this man, he's stupid. Even if he happens to get money or woman's love, he's going to stay stupid. And his arrogance may grow, but he won't get any wiser. Now, with those stanzas, we definitely come to an end of the cohesive part of Hávamál called Gestaþáttur, the first 80 or so stanzas. I tend to kind of include the next two in Gestaþáttur because of their theme, but the meter changes. Now we're going to be looking at a few stanzas that are in Málaháttur. The previous stanzas have been in Ljóðaháttur, except for 73, which I pointed out when we passed it. Probably isn't originally part of the cohesive continuity of Gestaþáttur. And typically right around here is where scholars begin, or draw the line, beginning another constituent earlier poem in Hávamál, often termed demi-Óðins, or Odin's examples, sometimes in English called Odin's love adventures, because he is going to get into some of his own stories of interactions with women a little bit later on. which is actually, if it's any meter, it's hard to say. It's a little bit difficult to scan, period. That þó roint þú at runum spyr innum regen kunum. Þeim gurðu ginregen og fóði fimbulþúlur, þó hefur hann batst ef hann þegir. It is then proven that þó roint, what you ask at runes þú spyr at runum, the God-descended or God-family innum regen kunum. Those which the mighty gods made, þeim ginregen gurðu, and the mighty orator Fimbulthulur painted. Then he has it best, þó hann hefur batst, if he is silent, if hann þegir. Now, Thulur is a fairly archaic word, even in Old Norse texts. It seems to have been an old Germanic office of somehow related to speech and formal speech making. In Hávamál, it does appear a few times. I'll mention the other times it comes up. The Fimbulthulur, the mighty order, is doubtless Odin. And by the way, the expression God-descended runes here in the dative plural Regenkunum runum is attested in runic inscriptions from the late Elder Futhark and early Younger Futhark periods, which is pretty cool that it shows up also in this poem that doesn't get written down until the 1200s. 81. At kveldi skal dag loiva, konu brend maki roinder møy geven is overkummer, all drukket This is the Norse equivalent of don't count your chickens till they hatch. At evening, at kveldi, shall one, again understood subject, praise the day, skal loiva dag. A woman, when she is burned, konu brend i.e. cremated. A sword when it is tried, maki roinder a moi, this is girl, usually used of daughter, so daughter when she is given, i.e. married. Ice when you come over it, is kommer over. Ale when it is drunk, drukket So don't praise any of these things until until afterwards, right? Don't praise your wife till she's cremated. Don't praise the day till it's night. Don't praise the sword till after the fight. Don't praise your daughter till she's married. Don't praise the ice till you come over it. Don't praise the beer until you've drunk it. 82. I vindi skal vidhogva, veðri og sjó róa, myrkri við mann spjalla, morg dags augu. Og skip skal skríðar orka, en og skjöld til hlífar, maki hogs, and møy til kossa. So one skal chop wood in the wind, hogva við I vindi. Torleiv Honos explains this, probably the best I've ever seen. You chop wood in the wind because you can't go out to sea when it's really windy. So this is appropriate work for a windy day when the sea might be closed to you. Row on the sea in good weather, roa o sjó veðri. Now veðr just means weather, but without a modifier, good weather. Talk with a girl, spjalla við mann, in the darkness, myrkri. Many are day's eyes, morg dags augu. One skal work on a ship for speed, orka o skip skríðar. So you want a ship for speed. You value a ship for speed. En o skjöld til hlífar, but a shield for protection, cleave. Maki hogs, sword for cutting, and moi til kossa, a girl for kissing. So value a ship for its speed, a shield for its protection, a sword for its cutting, a girl for her kiss. So each thing for its particular value in itself. 83. Við eld skal oldrekka, en o isi skríða, magran mar kaupa, en maki saurgan, heima hestfeita, en hund o bui. One skal drink ale at the fire, drekka ol with eld, but skate on ice and skríða o isi, buy a thin horse, kaupa magran mar, and a rusty sword and saurgan maki. feed a horse at home, feta hest heima, and a dog on residence, at residence, in hund or bui. Now, bu means residence or dwelling, but David A.H. Evans suggests that in the sagas this typically does mean someone else's dwelling, so it seems to be an instruction to let your dog kind of fend for itself and go find food at your neighbor's place or something like that if you can. Whereas your horse, you ought to make sure that you are feeding, presumably because horses have, you know, dietary restrictions, as it were, and are more expensive than dogs. 84. Now we're briefly back to a little bit of Ljóðháttr. Mojar orðum skuli mangi trúa, ne því kveður kona. Þviat og hverfanda hvelli voru þeim hjörtu skoppuð, brygð í brjóst lagit. No man mangi should trust skuli trúa a girl's words, mojar orðum, nor that which a woman says, ne því kona kveður. Because on a wobbly wheel, thviat og hverfanda hvelli, their hearts were shaped. Hjörtu þeim voru skoppuð. Body parts don't use the typical possessives or genitives in Old Norse. Instead, you say the heart to somebody, hjörtu þeim, with the dative. Deception, laid, planted, brygð, lagit, in breast, í brjóst. So their hearts were shaped on a wobbly wheel, their breasts, i.e. the storehouse of words, and emotion has deception planted in it. By the way, ladies, he does later say that men are no better, so don't get up in arms on me here. Now, we get into a list of things not to trust. This is the one place where I think that there is a significant switch in order of stanzas to be made. Some early editors switch everything up, right? If you read Corpus Poeticum Boreale, the version of this that Guðbrandur Vigfússon did, it is mixed up like a soup. But I do switch the order of 88 and 89 in my edition and translation, as I think that 89 completes the list of things not to trust in 85 to 87, and that 88 just got mistakenly thrown in the middle there. However, in my edition and translation, I do indicate the original numbering, so I still print 89 with 89 and 88 with 88. I just put them in, I just switch their order. So I'm going to read 85 to 89, except 88, as one, because they're just one long list of things not to trust. Brestanda boga, brennanda loga, gínanda úlfi, galandi króku, rutanda svíni, rótlásum víði, vaxanda vogi, fellanda kalli. Fljúganda fleini, fallandi boru, ísi ein nætum, ormi hringlegnum, brúðar beðmálum, eða brotnu sverði, bjarnar leiki, eða barni konungs. Sjúkum kolvi, sjálfróða þræli, volu vilmæli, val nýfeldum. Bróðurbana sínum, þótt og brátu möti, húsi hólfbrúnu, hesti allskjótum, þó jór ónýtur, ef ein fótur brotnar. Verðið maður svo tryggur, að þessu trúi Ollu. Now this list is in Ljóðháttr. Notice how the meter changes quite a bit in this section. It really does have the feeling of a compilation of stanzas that didn't originally all go together. But these four, no doubt, go together in one traditional list of things not to trust. So a breaking bow, a burning fire, a howling wolf, a cawing crow, a rooting pig, swine, rootless tree, swelling wave, boiling kettle, flying spear, crashing wave, one-night-old ice, coiled snake, the words of a bride in bed, brúðar beðmálum, or a broken sword, the play of a bear, or the son of a king, a sick calf, or a self-willed slave, sjálfróða þræli, the willed speech, so the desired speech, the good news probably of a vulva, a prophetess, the genitive possessive form is volu, like in Völuspá. New-felled men on the battlefield, so this is, Val is a man who's been killed in the battlefield, ný-feldum, newly killed. One's brother killer, sínum bróðurbana, Though one meet him on the road, so even though you might encounter him casually, so don't trust him. A half-burned house, a very fast horse, because a horse is unusable, þó jord ónýtur, if ein fótur brotnar, if one foot breaks. They did know something about horses. A man, let no man be, verðitt maður, with that negative suffix t, unverði, so trusting, svottryggur, that he trust all this, a trúi allu þessu. Now 88, which is inserted between 87 and 89, which form, again, a continuous list, is then in a different meter, that is in ljóðháttr. Akri orsonum trúi engi maður, neð til snemma sinni, veðræður akri, en vitt sinni, hat þeirra hort. Let no man trust engi maður trúi, an early sown field, orsonum akri, nor his son too early, nes sinni til snemma. Weather rules the field, veðræður akri, and wit, presumably his own wit, right, his own whim, the son, and vitt sinni. Each of the two, hort þeirra, is dangerous, hat. Well, I hope this has been a somewhat interesting or informative look at these stanzas of Hávamál, and I will continue these stanzas. I think I am, however many this has been, it's been about 15 per, right? So if this is the 6th video, then I am 5 for 6 on 4-legged guess. Maybe I can keep that up for a while. And I hope that if you have a chance that you'll check out my Wanderer's Hávamál, which has, of course, the Old Norse text produced from a direct look at the manuscript by me, with just the manuscript abbreviations replaced with the full words and that sort of thing. And of course it includes my English translation, my Cowboy Hávamál, special tribute to my grandfather and other men and women of this great place, and my commentary and some related texts. So check that out when it is available in fall 2019 from Hackett Publishing Company. And for now, from beautiful Wyoming, let me wish you all the best.